Hi Year 4. So today you've been given a task where you are going to read a descriptive piece of writing and then you're going to have a go at drawing it. So when an author writes a descriptive piece of writing, they choose their vocabulary extremely carefully because they are trying to create an image in the reader's head. So first of all, let's have a listen to that descriptive piece of writing and try and imagine, try and picture what it actually looks like. So you might want to close your eyes as you are listening to this piece of writing. Stars twinkled brightly overhead in the midnight sky. The only sounds that punctuated the night were the crackling and spitting of the flames in the campfire. A gentle, cool breeze delicately drifted across the forest landscape, kissing the faces of the mesmerised children. Above them towered an ancient tree with enormous branches like arms guarding them. The smell of succulent, delicious marshmallows toasting over the flickering fire wound their way up the children's noses. In the middle of their circle, flames stood tall and proud, their sparks illuminating the dark, creating dancing shadows on the children's eager, happy faces. All present were completely silent as marble statues. They sat, watching, waiting for the tales of old to begin. The nouns the author has chosen to use is going to tell me what objects, what things I need to draw. So if I identify the nouns first of all, that's going to help me know what I'm drawing. So we've got stars, sky, flames, campfire, breeze, forest. We're going to be drawing children, a tree. So those are the key nouns that are in that piece of writing that we really need to consider when drawing our picture to show what this piece of writing is describing. However, nouns are not the only type of vocabulary that we're going to be looking at, because we've also got adjectives that the author has carefully chosen that will help the reader really understand what the noun looks like, because it describes maybe what it looks like, the size of it, the opinion that somebody has of that particular noun, and it allows us more detail to know exactly what we are drawing. So let's go through and have a look at some of the adjectives that the author has chosen to use. Okay, so we have got a gentle, cool breeze. We have got the mesmerised children, so we know what their facial expression looks like. An ancient tree. Those are just some of the adjectives that are used in that text. See if you can spot any more. And now we're going to have a look at the verbs. So the verbs tell us the way in which the nouns are moving or how they are being. Again, this is going to give us a lot more detail about what kind of image the author wants the reader to have. So let's have a look at some of these verbs. So the stars, they twinkled. Sounds punctuated the night. Crackling and spitting is what the flames are doing. The cool breeze is drifting across the forest. So it doesn't sound like it's a really windy day. And the tree towered. That does give us quite a picture of what that tree looks like. Now we're going to have a look at the adverbs used. Again, giving us even more detail because they are describing how the nouns are doing what they're doing. So how are the stars twinkling? The stars are twinkled brightly. The gentle cool breeze delicately drifted. So those are the manner, adverbs for manner, that I can find in there. See if you can find any more. Finally, we're going to have a look at prepositions, because this tells us where these nouns are in relation to one another, where their position is. So if we have a look, we have got the stars twinkle brightly overhead. That's where they are. The flames in the campfire. It drifted across, that's where it was, the forest. And above them towered an ancient tree. So we know where that tree is in relation to the children. So having a look at all of that vocabulary together, that gives us a really detailed description of this setting that should then help us with drawing a picture to match it, being an illustrator. Right, let's have a go. Okay, now to become illustrators. Now, I'm not the most confident artist, and I'm sure that some of you feel that way too. So we're just going to have a go and use our gem power, particularly our emerald power, because we're going to have to bounce back if we're not feeling entirely satisfied by what our picture looks like. But we're going to use all of the detail that the author has given us to help us in illustrating a picture to go with it.
We are the brave, we are the bold, we can be anything, anything, anything. We are the light, we light the dark, we can do everything, everything, everything. So hold on, don't stop, there's so much in you. We are the brave, we are the free, we have the power to be stronger if we want it, you and me. This is our time, this is the day, we can do anything, anything, anything. And all our dreams light up the way, we can have everything, everything.
Here's the start of my illustration, and what I've done is I've also begun labelling how I know what to draw. So I knew to draw the midnight sky, which is why I've chosen to use this dark blue and begin colouring in that sky. I've known to draw these stars that twinkled brightly from the descriptive piece of writing. I've also known to draw an ancient tree with enormous branches like arms guarding them. And then when I was drawing my fire, I knew to make them tall and proud. So that was in the description of the flames. And I also knew to make it look like it was flickering, running out of space. I'm going to put that here. Flickering. Okay, and that there would be sparks that was illuminating the darkness. So that is the start of mine. I would love to see yours if you would like to email them in. Good luck being an illustrator. Remember to really focus on the vocabulary that the authors used, and then draw what picture that creates in your head, and then label what pieces of vocabulary has really supported you when you have started and completed your illustration. Good luck. Bye.